what I really am looking for is exactly this, that you need to say if I've been given a project, so I have some work. I'm just coming up with a small, very small project, right? Which is basically a creation of a report. That is a project.
Okay.
So that requires certain tables to be built, a program to be written to populate those tables, and then an output format, basically, which is how the report should look, and all of those things, right? So
Okay.
in that, if I have to run, if I'm the only one who needs to do that, then is there a sequence of events that I need to follow so that I can
Okay.
get that completed? So for example, you cannot create a table if you have not created a field. You cannot create a package if you have not created a request. So first you create a table, then you create this, then you create a package, a request, then you can add a package to it. So that sequence of events in terms of a small project from starting from scratch to migration to production, do you have a documentation that provides all those details?
Like documentation, like first we have to create a TR, means a step what you have to create the
Step
step.
by step by step, logical step by step, which takes care of dependencies. Like for example, we just created a request, right? And then we when we are creating a package, you have to provide a request to that
Right,
package,
right. Yes,
right?
yes.
So I cannot create a package
Hmm.
before I create a request. I need to have a request ready before I create a package. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, yes. That is fine.
So
But
this is how it gets created.
actually, suppose we want to create a new package, okay, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't know anything. You don't know anything, like you have to create the transport request, or you have to create what you have to create and what you have to follow. Just you have to remember that you have to go to SE80
SE80.
transaction. Yeah,
SE80.
SE80, that you have to remember only. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, so because you have to create the package, you have to you have to select the package from this drop down. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then you have to give the package name in which you are going to create the object. Object can be program also, class also, many kind of object can be
Yes.
there, which can be created under this package. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now click over this display button. Since this does not exist, that's why this information is coming. So we want to create, yes, we want to create. We have to give some text here, and when we click over here, it is asking for request already, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you don't, suppose if you don't have any request, if you don't have any request, then what you can do from this screen itself, you can create a
Mm-hmm.
request. Okay, you don't have to go to SE09 and from there you have to create. From this screen itself, you have to
Mm-hmm.
create your request. Okay,
Okay.
here multiple options are here. So suppose if you already have the request, then you can click over this on request, and it will show you all the possible transport request you have already created. But suppose if you don't have any uh, TR, you don't have any TR created already, then in that case you have to create over here, and you have to, or suppose if you have already created the TR and if you want to use the new TR, in that case also you can create over this button, and you can get a new TR. Okay,
Okay.
so here now the TR is created. This is the new TR. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
suppose if you want to check all the tier created by you, then you can you can click over here on requests and check. Now you are having two tier created over here. One is previous one and second is the
The
newest
new.
one. Right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And you can select in which tier you want to lock your object. I'm willing to lock my object into the new tier, so I'm selecting the new one and click over here. Then this our object is locked now under that tier. Fine. So this is
Okay.
our, yeah. So the step we were looking for, that I will send, means I'm having some other document which is not prepared by me, but I have all these means step by step documents, like how to create the TR, how to create the package. In fact, this requires some practice. So along with me, like along with the class, if you do some practice, like even for 1 hour, 1 hour, like what are the main things, then I think it will become easy for you and you don't have to refer any documentation. But still, if you want, I will share with you some the document, but I will share all those documents which I have
Sure.
with you. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. If you can share that, that would be great. And
Yes,
then,
yes, sure, sure. I will share you. But what I feel easy, Mitul, the best
uh-huh.
way, what I feel that even better than documentation, nowadays I feel better that is the Google. Suppose if we have to create some transport package, we can search in the Google that how to create the transport package in SAP ABAP. That will give the better documentation as per my experience. But still, I will share all the
Okay.
documents which I have with me. Okay.
Yeah.
If
If
yes,
Pankaj,
sure, sure.
if you can find out and share with me, I would appreciate that. The reason why I'm saying that is because
Uh-huh.
I had a little bit of a bitter experience with Google. What happened is that
Okay.
I was investigating the uh, the documents, the idocs that comes from the interface, right? So I was investigating that this
Hmm.
there was a very new team member
Okay.
who did some Google research and came up with
Mhm.
a T code that we were not aware of, and said that, oh, with
Okay.
this T code you can we can reinitiate the idocs and we don't have to worry about it.
Oh.
When we did that reinitiation of those idocs, what happened is, hmm, it it created it did a big mess in terms of duplication and all of those things,
Got.
so
Fine. You created the new IDOC. I think you would have used the W19, WE19 transaction, and that is not supposed to
the
create in production.
no, we were using WE19 as
Right,
per
right.
the notes and things that
Hmm.
I had prepared.
It's not in Google,
But what
right?
happened is he came up with some BD T codes,
Mm-hmm.
BD something, and there he said that, see, you can pull up all these idocs, and then you can process them from here like this. And we did it. Uh, we did it in test environment, and in the test environment, it messed up the entire test case, and we had to redo everything from scratch again. So with
Okay.
Google, my problem is sometimes you don't understand. Some people have not explained it very well as to why and what it does, what are the risks involved,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and hence, if you can provide me, I will keep that as my reference rather than relying on Google basically.
Okay, okay, fine. So, as of now, this is fine, right?
Yes, this is clear that you create a transport. How do you so how to create a transport package and
Right.
uh, basically the program.
Correct, correct. So, we have to go, if we don't know anything, just we have to go to SE80, and
Hmm.
whatever we want to create, we have to go to this SE80 transaction, double click on the T code, it will take you to the transaction, and
Hmm.
whatever you want to create, function module, function group, program, just we have to give the name over here, and display on this, it will ask for the package if it is not created. uh, Suppose
Hmm.
I'm going over here, this program is not created, so we have to go over here, program, save it, by default it's taking the local package. We have to give here whatever package we want. So get custom,
Hmm.
I have created just y custom, so I'm giving here y, and now we can click over save here. Okay,
Hmm.
now again it's showing you the request number. So just
Yes.
you have to check whether this is the correct request number or not. So for that we have the option on request. We have to click over here, and we have to check. We have two possible requests. We have to select the correct request number. This is very important. We have to select the correct request number, because maybe in other request you might be doing some other kind of development, or some other
Yes.
developer may be doing some other development. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, so this is important. We have to be careful to select the correct request number.
Hmm.
So suppose this 55 is not our correct request number. So I am going to select this 53, 53, and then click over this continue button or enter button.
Hmm.
Now it has been logged into the correct transport. Click over
Yes.
here, yeah, and go to the change mode, and we can write here our program. Okay.
Okay.